This is the Underdog Podcast. I'm your host, Gary London, and today we're talking football helmets. So, the Seattle Seahawks just played the Green Bay Packers on Thursday Night Football. And one of these things that I noticed more than anything was just how ugly Russell Wilson's helmet looked like in the game. And I might be just strange to you that I'm even talking about football helmets, but I gotta tell you, I've always loved football, and the uniform is something that's part of the game. It's part of what you see on TV. In fact, I've got my own custom Buffalo Bills helmet that I created. I spray painted a helmet and I bought the stickers, and it's a thing of beauty. And I wish that they would use this darker blue more often. Please go to this once in a while. The white helmets, even go to the red. Please, change it up a little bit. How cool would it be to see the Bills wearing the red helmets again, just for one game? I think that'd be so boss. That'd be amazing. So, I love helmets, and that brings up, I'm looking at my buddy Nathan Peterman throwing this ball probably to the other team. But the one thing you have to say about Nathan Peterman is that he had a cool helmet, and that brings up the new helmets. If you haven't noticed, in the NFL, a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of players in general have switched to these new modern helmets, and some of them I like, some of them I frankly just don't know what to think. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we got Nathan Peterman. The helmet that Nathan Peterman's wearing there is called a Riddell Speedflex, and it's one of the better rated helmets. It's got a little cushion area in the top there. I wish I had one to show you, but I guess like right here, there's like this little like pattern right there, and it's supposed to, I guess, if you get hit in that area, it's supposed to cushion it. And also too, all the new face masks have this extra long piece right here that I guess they say that it helps alleviate some of the blow that you get right in the face. So like I was saying, Nathan Peterman had a cool helmet. He didn't have a good arm. Peter Noodleman, who luckily was finally let go by the Bills. What were they thinking? Why did they hang on to him so long? That's a whole nother show. We could talk about that another time. That was just silly. The way the Bills handled the quarterback situation. But what have you? At least it's looking like Josh Allen is looking like a pretty good quarterback. So anyway, we're looking there at the Riddell Speedflex helmet, and it's to me it's probably one of the better looking of the new style helmets. Now, hopefully I don't screw this up here. There we go. Okay, so here now we're looking at Russell Wilson, and Russell Wilson wearing what I believe is the ugliest new helmet that you're seeing the quarterbacks wear. I just don't think it's a good looking helmet. I this extra little piece at the top right there, it just, to me, doesn't look right. There's something kind of odd about the holes that are in the sides and stuff. Maybe I'll got another look at another quarterback that has this same thing here. Alex Smith, that just he's been wearing this thing for a couple years now. Never thought it was good looking. I just don't like it. This by the way, if you're wondering, is the Vicus 01, and it's supposed to be an excellent helmet. They with this helmet, it's soft. It's like padded. Like if you hit it, literally is just, it's almost like made out of a soft material that will actually give a little bit, which is interesting. It's all for safety. I'm all for safety, but you might as well make the things look cool while you're at it, right? Okay, so now we're going on to our next ugly quarterback here. He's the biggest star in the league right now, Patrick Mahomes, and he's got the ugliest looking helmet in the world, and he makes it even worse by putting it like on top of this do-rag thing, and it looks like, I mean, like I guess if you saw him without his oh man, I had this set up so well too. So there you go. Whoa. Okay, if you saw him without his helmet, you'd understand why. Maybe he's got the do-rag thing. But that gets us to the helmet I do like, the Riddell Speed Flex, and Drew Brees. It took him a while to switch over, and you see these older quarterbacks that are finally having to switch because I like that. It was kind of actually freaking me out for a second, like this arm thing. Yeah, my buddy Drew Brees, he's so good, and he's got a great looking new helmet too. So these obviously this is a brand helmet I like. Whoa, he's got a big head. Boom, boom. He sure does have a big head. But he's got a good looking helmet. At first, I grabbed this picture. I'm pretty sure he's got another bar as for the face mask now, and I think that looks quite a bit. Better. Either way, though, I like it, and he was very hesitant to switch from his old helmet, and you see guys like, I think Philip Rivers possibly hasn't switched, right? I think he's like maybe like the last remaining holdout, and of course, that's the only way we like seeing Tom Brady in action, just dejected. And it's up for debate whether like this could be it for him. This might be the swan song, as it were. Maybe he'll win the Super Bowl, head out in a blaze of glory, and that would be fine with all of us. And but I didn't bring up this helmet here. This is the third new helmet that you see out there on players, and this is the Schutt F7, and to me, like, this is a cool looking helmet. I like this helmet a lot. I think this is my favorite. It's almost like you can't quite figure out exactly like how the lines on it go, and you can see with the Bengals helmet that it looks pretty cool. Like and I think that whole top area there is really well padded, and so I mean clearly they're. But it's a good looking helmet. That one works for me. And Josh Allen, of course, uses the Speed Flex, and sadly, Tyrell Pryor is no longer Buffalo Bill, but he had a good looking helmet. That right there, that's tight. That's a tight looking Bills helmet, and. That's a summary. These new helmets are really changing the face of the game for the good and for the bad. And the three major players out there are Schutt and Vicus and Riddell, all with new brands and new helmets. And this will be interesting to see what new concoctions they come up with in the future. and it just makes the game more interesting to watch. I like it. And maybe the NFL will line up with the whole face masks thing. They really seem to not like these too many bars and all that ridiculous. But I think the extra bars look pretty cool. So with that in mind, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. This is a new thing for me. I'll be trying to do new shows every day. And this is the Underdog Radio Podcast.